What am I even saying, bro? Luke Ben.
Just say what I mean.
Has to be. Why have we got?
Alright, okay.
It's fine. So this is our group. Luke Ben, Hasby, and Tyler. Next slide, please, Luke.
So we did aim and methods for the push-up test that we carried out. So the purpose of this research was to measure the muscular endurance throughout the performance of a certain number of push-ups. We completed these on our knees as well.
And the knees. Next slide.
No.
No.
With a specified duration of time, which was 30 seconds.
Yep.
This investigation sought to establish a person's upper body muscular endurance through the number of push-ups performed prior to fatigue. This was tested using standardised push-ups, where the technique was maintained throughout the repetitions. These consisted of maintaining straight positioning of the body, extension of the arms fully before lowering the chest to the floor. Participants would perform the exercise in sets until the fail set. These conditions remain constant while the repetitions were assessed based on the standardised criteria to determine whether a push-up is valid. So this is a graph of our class. So in the push-up test, it was how many press-ups you could do compared to your body weight. So we have it graphed of so the lowest person would be who was roughly 84 kilograms and completed about 12 in 30 seconds, and the highest being someone who was roughly about 75 and completed about 35 press-ups. On here, it was our body weight versus the press-ups per kilogram. So if someone was 100 kilograms and they did 10 press-ups, they'd do 1 press-up per 10 kilogram. So that's what that graph means. Next slide.
This is your one. Okay, well, I'll read a bullet point.
Oh, no, I'll read one.
The highest relative strength is 0.5 in press-ups. It is achieved by the lower body weight of approximately 55 kg.
The highest concentration of high relative strength was 0.4 to 0.5 press-ups. Sits between 60 kg and 75 kg. Please take it away.
The lowest relative strength scores was 0.12 to 0.17 press-ups, around the 83 kilogram mark.
What this data suggests.
Can you stop laughing and just get it done?
No strong correlation. The body weight alone is a poor predictor of relative strength because individuals at the same weight show vastly different performance levels.
The highest relative strength scores are clustered among individuals weighing between 55 and 75 kilograms.
Yeah. Maintaining high relative strength appears more difficult at higher body weights, with most individuals over 80 kg scoring on the lower end.
Right, did it measure what it intended to? Low to moderate is if used as general strength metric. Press-ups measure upper body muscular endurance, not maximal strength. Relative scoring, so per kilogram, inherently favours lighter frames as lighter individuals move less absolute mass per repetition.
High risk of inconsistency unless the outward lockout angle, chest to floor distance and repetition cadence were strictly standardized. Test the error. Visual counting and subjecting judgments on good form create variance between trials.
Viability. The test requires zero specialised equipment, no financial budget, and minimal setup time. This is excellent for larger groups, multiple participants, can be tested simultaneously with minimal space requirements.
For the limitations, the uncontrolled confounding variables. Small sample size, 25 participants, restricts the ability to generalise these trends to a wider population. The training background, the data fails to account for top participants prior resistance training or experience or specific upper body conditioning. And for body composition, we've got scale weight does not differentiate between lean muscle mass and fat mass, heavily skewing the relative strength metric.
So, for the conclusion, for our strength, in general, the experiment managed to achieve the desired purpose in us estimating upper body muscular endurance. This was done by counting the standardised number of press-ups made until exhaustion. The use of a standardised test and relative measure of the muscular strength helped establish a difference between the people. Where's that work gone?
I can't see that.
Is there more?
Yeah, it's just a bit.
Oh no, that's been cut off. Sorry, that threw me off. For the people, the lack of evident relationship between the body weight and the participants. Scores implied that body mass could hardly serve as the basis for predicting a participant's press-up abilities. Nevertheless, people who had a body weight of 55 to 75 kg range performed better than those who were noticeably heavier.
The investigation also highlighted several important limitations. The scoring method favoured lighter individuals because they moved less body mass during each repetition, reducing the validity. Oh, we'll scrap that one. Huh? Validity of the test as a measure of overall strength. Reliability may also have been affected by inconsistencies in judging technique and repetition quality.
Despite these limitations, the investigation proved to be practical, low cost and effective for assessing upper body muscle endurance. In a group setting, therefore the study achieved its main objective and demonstrated that will press up performance can provide insight into muscular endurance. It is influenced by
The scores.
Next slide, please.
So my personal review is to keep it the same way, but also put more muscle on. This then means the fat in my body will turn to muscle, and I'll be able to gain strength and do more press-ups in 30 seconds.
The push-up test for me was challenging but rewarding experience that helped me evaluate my upper body strength and muscle endurance. During the test, I felt motivated to keep pushing myself even when my arms started to feel tired. I was pleased with my overall performance because I managed to maintain good technique and complete a solid number of push-ups
Stop laughing.
without stopping too early. The test also showed me areas where I could improve, especially stamina and consistency.
So for me, overall, the success of this investigation is due to the fact that through conducting a series of tests, I was able to effectively analyse upper body muscular endurance of a range of subjects. As for the benefits from the standardised press-up test, besides giving me an opportunity to notice some relationships between the body weight and relative performance, it also proved that endurance could be very diverse. Should I conduct a similar investigation in the future, I would definitely use the same technique, as it is inexpensive, efficient and convenient to conduct. Nevertheless, my investigation would benefit from improvements such as expanding the sample size, controlling additional factors like subjects' training experience and their physique, as well as using stricter criteria for judging the results. Getting Tyler.
From my perspective, the press-up test is a reliable means of evaluating muscle endurance in the upper body since it is easy to does not stop. From my point of view, the test accurately assesses the time during which a person can continue using his muscle without becoming fatigued, particularly the chest, muscles, shoulders and triceps. Nevertheless, from my point of view, the test has certain weaknesses since muscle is a significant variable that determines the level of a person's performance since Moreover, some variables include training background and body composition might have an impact on the outcome of the test, decreasing its reliability.
Thank you.
Okay, go back. So, at various points you talked about the weaknesses of the test itself.